Hello and welcome to Learn 6 Guitar Rhythms for Songwriters and Guitarists. My name is Chris Richter and it's great to have you in this class. What you will learn is 6 different guitar rhythms and each of them are quite different. We will start off fairly simple and work towards more complex rhythms towards the last few. The guitar rhythms are in 4/4. We also have a 6/8 guitar rhythm and a couple of guitar rhythms that use 16th notes as well. We use basic chords for most of the guitar rhythms, so G, A minor, C, D, E and A. You may also need to do B minor and C sharp minor, the other two slightly more complex chords that you'll cover as we're going through these guitar rhythms. Your project for this class is to create your own pattern, and you can make it based on probably rhythm number 4 or number 5. And make up your own pattern based on that and see if you can write out how that is written as well, and I'll show you how the chords or how the rhythms are written so that you can create your own, and that will be your project for this class, is to create your own rhythm based on number 4 or number 5. I hope you enjoy the class. I'm sure you'll learn heaps out of it, and I'm also sure it will help you with your songwriting and with your guitar playing. I look forward to seeing you in the first lesson. Hey, welcome back again. We're going to look at a guitar rhythm that is very basic. When I say very basic, it's a simple guitar rhythm, but it's something that you can use a lot. So this guitar rhythm uses the chords G, A minor, C and D. You can play all of this with open chords. You don't need to use bar chords for this. You can try it with bar chords as well, but we'll use open chords for the moment. So the chords are again G, A minor, C and D. Now, the important part with this one is it's in 4/4, so we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. But for you, we're going to count it a little bit differently. We're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Doing that divides our bar into 8 quavers instead of just 4 crotchets. So that way we can count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One technique we've often done is to strum down and keep strumming, strum down and then strum back up again. So strumming and keeping that motion going of down, up, down, up. Now for this one, we're actually going to strum all of the rhythm down only. And doing this actually gives it a different feel. Even though it can be strummed down, down, up, down, up, down, up, strumming it just down only gives it a slightly different sound to it and makes it feel different. So the rhythm is, we're going to tap this out first, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'll do that again, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and rest and 4 and. Got that? You should see that up there, and you can actually be up over here. And you can have a go at that again with a G chord. And what we're going to do is strum all of these down only. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, 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 rest, down, down, down. That was the rhythm. We're going to try it one more time, and then we'll have a go right through the whole chord pattern with G, A minor, C and D. Here we go. 1, I'll do it a little bit slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down and 2 and rest and 4 and 1 and 2 and rest and 4 and. Notice it's all been down strums all the way through. Let's try it with G, A minor, C and D. Here we go. 3 and 4 and down, 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 rest, down, down, A minor, down, down, rest and down, down, C, rest and down, down, D, down and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to G again. So that's a nice easy rhythm for you, all with down strums. Fairly straightforward. One more time through, or we'll go through the chord pattern twice this time, a little bit faster, and see if you can keep along. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. A minor. D. that's our slightly more advanced but still beginner guitar rhythm. We're going to keep getting more complex and much more interesting rhythms as we go through this series on guitar rhythms. For this guitar rhythm, we're going to use just 3 chords. The chords will be G, C, D, and back to G again. Now, the difference between this rhythm and previous ones we looked at is this will be in 6/8. And what 6/8 actually means is we have 6 notes or 6 beats in the bar, and the type of beat will be an 8th note, or in our case, an 8th note is a quaver. So that means we count, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, the unusual part though is about how we strum this. We're going to take it very slowly to start with on a G chord, and we're going to strum down, up, down, down, up, down. So we're dividing it into 2 groups of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the rhythm will be down, up, down, up, down, or a bit slower. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Let's try this by counting in. Now 6/8, we'll just stay on the G chord for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, up, down, up, down, that's it. Down, up, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What you'll notice is we're accenting the first, so the 1, 2, 3, and the 4, 4, 5, 6. And that's the right place or the right position to accent a 6/8 pattern. When I say right, it works for a lot of songs to be able to accent on the 1st and the 4th beat. So let's try this with all the chords G, C, D, and back to G again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, up, down, up, down, C, down, up, D, down, up, down, and back to G. So that was down, up, down, up, down. Let's try that a little bit faster. I'll count it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. D, down, up, down, up, down. C, D, there we go. That was our 6/8 rhythm using the pattern down, up, down, up, down. For this guitar rhythm, we're going to look at the chords D, A, B minor, so we'll need to put a bar chord in here, and a G. And back to D again. The chord pattern follows, it's in 4/4. The rhythm we're going to use uses 16th notes in this case. So we're still counting 1, 2, 3, 4, but we're going to break each of those beats up into 4 parts. And to do that, we count 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Let's tap the rhythm out as we count it. You can see the rhythm up there now. So we've got a quaver, we've got 2 semiquavers, we have another 2 quavers together, then we have a quaver rest, then we have a quaver on its own, 2 semiquavers and a quaver to finish it off. So when we count this, we count. So if it's 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. We'll do that again. Try not to do it too fast. See if you can follow along. And we're counting 1 E and A, starting with 4 E and A to count it in for you. So 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, rest, and 4 E and A. Got that bit so far? All right, we're going to move on to the actual strumming part, which is down, down, up, down, down, rest, down, down, up, down. Got that? One more time slow. Down, down, up, down, down, rest, down, down, up, down. As you play it faster, it becomes easier. Here we go. 2, 3, we'll count 4 E and A. 4 E and A. 1 E and A. 2 E and A. Rest and A. 4 E and A. 1, 2. Rest, down, down, up, down. And I just lost count with counting it as 1 E and A for you. So we'll do that again. 4 E and A. 1 E and A. 2 E and A. Rest and 4 E and A. Down, down, up, down, down, rest, down, down, up, down. All right, we're going to try it with all the chords. Try not to go too fast with D, A, B minor and G. Here we go. 1, 4 E and A. Down, down, up, down, down, rest, down, down, up, down. Now A, down, rest, down, down, up, down. B minor, down, down, up, down, down, rest, down, down, up, down. Then G, rest, down, down, up, down, and back to D. So at that tempo, it doesn't feel as comfortable as if we played at a faster tempo. So I'm going to play it faster for you and see if you can follow. We'll go through the chord pattern twice. So it's 4 E and A. Down, down, up, down. I'm going to do that bit again. I'm going to play this a little bit faster for you. It sounds better at a faster tempo, and I'll go through the chord pattern twice for you. So D, A, B minor, G. Here we go. 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 and 4 E and A, 1 E, 4 and 4 E and A, B minor, rest, G, rest, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, rest, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, rest, down, down, up, down, B minor, rest, down, down, up, down, G, rest, down, down, up, down. Now one thing you may have noticed, when I say rest, I'm actually strumming down as though I'm going to hit the strings but don't touch them. So that just helps me keep that tempo, keep that pattern moving nice and smooth as you're strumming through. So one more time at an even faster tempo. Here we go. 4 E and A. That was our pattern using a D, A, B minor, G, and playing some 16th notes. For this guitar rhythm, we're going to look at playing an A, an E, an F sharp minor. So we do have one bar chord in this, and a D. With those chords, instead of just doing normal strumming, we're going to mute the guitar and give it a more of a driving sound. It will be all down strumming, and if you have a pick, you can grab a pick and use a pick for this as well if you like. And feel free to use a pick for any of these rhythms too, because mostly we're still strumming down and up. But this one sort of works well for a pick. In fact, I'll grab a pick right now. We have our guitar pick. And we're going to play this rhythm strumming down. So we'll all be down strums and muted. And the way we mute it is to put our palm of our hand, this part of your hand, against the strings. And as we're strumming, it gives that sort of muted sound, which is the sound we want for this particular strumming pattern. The pattern will be, as I said, in 4/4, and we will count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If we're going to tap the tempo, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to strum it through just on the A chord first. We'll play 2 bars through and see if you can get the idea of muting while you're playing, and you only need to play the 3 strings for the A chord. We'll just play the 5th string, the 4th and the 3rd string only, like that. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. On its own doesn't sound all that exciting, but let's play it through all the chords first. A, E, F sharp minor, D at about that tempo, and then we'll speed it up and see how you go with the faster tempo. Here we go. 3 and 4 and A, E, F sharp minor, D, A, E, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So remember, looking at the music there, we've got 2 quavers, the 1 and, then a rest, then we play on the and after 2, and then we play on the beat 3 and on beat 4. Let's try this a little bit faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can see there, it's starting to sound like a rhythm that you would actually use in a song. One more time, a little bit faster again, see if you can keep up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. The one last reminder with that is when I'm playing the A chord, I'm playing the 5th, 4th and 3rd strings. When I'm playing the E chord, I'm playing the 6th, 5th and 4th strings. So that's a. When I'm playing F sharp minor, I'm playing the 6th, 5th and 4th strings. And when I'm playing the D chord, I'm actually playing the 4, 3 and 2. So that's a D note. That's why we're playing the 4th string, because it's a D note. So that means the name of the chord is the lowest note that we're playing, and we're only playing 3 strings at a time. For this particular rhythm, we're going to look at the chords E minor, G, D and C, or E minor, G, D, C, yes, in that order. And the difference with this rhythm is that we're not so much worried about the down-up strokes, but we're looking at accents. And the way accents work is how hard you actually strum the guitar on certain beats. And the way this works in music, if you're playing with a band or with a group or other musicians, is the accent will give a different feel to the song depending on where those accents happen. And typically those accents will happen if you have a drummer or a bass player. The beat that they play the kick drum, or that the bass player plays their bass notes, will often change the feel of the song, and that's where you can accent certain beats in a rhythm that will fit in really well with the rest of the band or with the rest of the musicians. So, to explain that, we're going to look at a rhythm in 4/4. It will have 8 quavers in 4/4. And we're going to accent 1, then we have and, 2, and then the and after 2 is where our next accent will be. Then we don't accent on the 3 and 3 and, but we'll accent on beat 4 and not on the and after that. So if I was going to play this through without the accents, using an E minor chord, and I was just going to strum this through just nice and simple, I will mute this a bit, just so it's not quite as noisy, and you can tell the difference between the accents then. But if I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, that's playing it without accents. If I'm going to accent it, I will go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can hear those accents on 1, the and after 2, and on beat 4. I'll try that again. little bit slower. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's try that through with all of the chords, E minor, G, D and C. We'll keep it fairly slow to start with so you can get used to that accenting part. If you need to mute the guitar with the palm of your hand, you can sit your palm just on the strings, lift it up when you don't want to accent, and then for the rest of the rhythms, keep that palm down. So let's go. Starting on E minor, and here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and. Sounds a bit strange that slow, doesn't it? Let's pick the tempo up a little bit and it will start to make a bit more sense and make it easy for you to play. Here we go. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 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 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, back to C. 1 and 2. So you can see that makes more sense. We're going to pick the tempo up just a little bit and have another listen at a faster tempo. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See how putting those extra accents or particular accents into a song or into a rhythm can make that rhythm quite useful and work really well with very specific songs. For this guitar rhythm, this one's quite complicated, so I'll take it slowly through step by step and teach you how the rhythm works, and then we'll look at adding some chords to that and then see if we can play it up to tempo. It's in 4/4, but we're using 16th notes for some of this rhythm. So what we've got is we have a crotchet, and the crotchet will go for one whole beat. So that's nice and easy. Beat 1 is down. Beat 2 is down as well. And it will be a dotted quaver, which means it's a quaver that goes for 1.5 quaver beats. Then we have a semiquaver, which will be an upstroke. Then we have a semiquaver rest, which is like it'll be a 16th note rest. Then we have an up strum on the and after 3, and that will be a semiquaver again. Then we have a quaver down on the and after 3, and then on beat 4, strum down again. Then on the E and, we will have another down strum and back up again with our last two 16th notes, which will be our last semiquavers at the end. Sounded complicated saying it that way. Let's count it through as 1 E and A and tap the rhythm. Here we go. We'll start from 4 E and A so we can count it back to the start. 4 E and A. 1 E and A. I'm going to count that again because 1 E and A is actually just a full crotchet. 4 E and A. 1 E and A. 2 E and A. 3 E and A. 4 E and A. One more time. 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Good, let's try that on a G chord. I'm going to use the chords G and C for this. So a G and a C. It's actually a C add 9. If you want to add that D in there, it just sounds nice. Okay, let's go. 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Let's go through again with the strumming and telling you where you're strumming down and up. 4 E and A, down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, down, Once you get the feel of this, it'll make a lot more sense and feel more comfortable for you. We're going to try it with G and C, and I won't speed the tempo up yet, but we will start to speed it up so it becomes more comfortable to strum. Here we go. 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. There we go. That was with G. I was going to change to C, wasn't I? I was concentrating on making sure the rhythm was right for you. Let's pick up the tempo a bit, and we're going to count it as 4 E and A, and go through G, 1 bar of G, 1 bar of C, and repeat that again. Here we go. 4 E and A, and 2 E and A, C, G, which is a really nice sounding guitar rhythm. Pick the tempo up and we'll try it again. Just play through G, C, G, C. See if you can keep up with the tempo. Here we go. 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A. And that was our extremely complicated guitar rhythm, but as you can see, once you start to get the feel of that tempo and the feel of the rhythm, it becomes much easier, and even easier when you start playing along with a song that that particular rhythm fits into. It will become even more comfortable and easier for you to play. Then obviously you can start doing variations on that, so you don't need to be doing the down, down, up, up, down, down. You can change it. Still using the basic rhythm we started with, but then just adding in a few extra down ups in different spots that feel comfortable and work really well with the song.